The Arizona Sonoran Desert is often underappreciated by many, especially those who reside in it like myself. But for many years, I've passed this mountain range and had the itch to explore it. Abandoned gold mines and cabins, rare wildlife, and rugged desert mountainscapes, the epitome of Arizona. After weeks of route planning, it finally came together. As always, my name is Cody, and you're watching another episode of the White Dog Overland Experience.
I think your wife will like the awning. My girlfriend said it turned the car from like a house to a home once we actually got back. Howdy YouTube, welcome back to another one. It is Wednesday afternoon, just got in here a little bit ago. We are currently 25 miles northeast of Yuma, and we're probably somewhere you've likely never heard of. We are in the Kofa National Wildlife Refuge. I've been itching to get out here for many years. I have a lot of family in the Yuma area, but this area is kind of hard to appreciate roughly 6 months out of the year, because just a few months ago it would have been roughly around 115 degrees right now. But in the wintertime, it's pretty easy to enjoy this kind of scenery because you're not sweltering hot all day. And I've got a couple new faces here on the channel this weekend. Right here is Cole's 5th Gen 4Runner, and this beautiful Land Cruiser right here, this is Kyle's. I will do a little bit better walkthrough on this weekend so you guys can get a good visual of it, but this thing is just in mint condition. And then, of course, Hayden, as always, over there in the taco. What's up? You didn't break.
What's up, buddy?
How you doing?
What's up, girl? Come on. Come on.
Glad you made it. Thanks. You like the overalls?
Yeah. You guys were hard to find.
Yeah.
See you from miles.
I know, I bet. Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
These mountains.
Temperature's nice, too.
Temperature's nice. It's like 65.
What's up, dude? How you doing? Good. Brian.
Kyle.
So, nice to meet you. Got a nice cold one cracked open right here.
Cole, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Brian.
Oh, it's so slow. Like a brand new fresh stove that doesn't...
Oh, yeah, new stoves.
Those are pretty sick. He's
Right, sucks right into the center wall. Sleep in my room when it's cold most of the winter,
Yeah.
and so it's like
I've heard of
white
with the newer
people
Tacomas is that the
Yeah.
inside
Now it's
manifold
just-
was melting on people.
So many
But that would be right off half my apartment. Yeah.
Your car.
I talked to a lot of people. They said I should be writing off
Right. I bet. Jesus.
That's awful.
We saw it.
because everybody's.
Good morning, guys. It's about 9 a.m. Getting breakfast made. Trying to get out of here shortly. What we're doing today is we're going to head up this road towards the end. We're going to be cutting through the wilderness boundary, going up to Big Eye Mine. Really excited to see that. Wanted to go up that way for many years, so we're going to get this going, get packed up, and head out. The original Castle Dome mining district flourished until 1884, when the majority of the company crumbled. Small operations continued after the collapse of Castle Dome, until investors came and re-established the claims. During the periods of World War I and World War II, the demand for lead skyrocketed, and the operation shifted its focus and in 20 years produced 18 million pounds of lead. Operations continued into the 70s until the refuge was established by the federal government. Gunfights were common between American miners and Mexican smelters between the area of Roll and where the mine existed, where a Mexican smelting company led the refinery process.
All right, we have made it to the end of the road, the Big Eye Mine Trail. I just went up ahead of the rest of the crew to make sure that there was enough turnaround in this canyon. When you have 7 vehicles out here, that can be an issue turning around these tight mountain trails, so I just wanted to make sure. But as you can see here, no vehicles beyond this point sign, and where Mila's going up there. Someone broke that walk, which is really not cool. Probably to skip out on this little half-mile, three-quarter-mile hike up there, but still, you got to respect this area. This is wilderness area, so I'm gonna wait for the rest of the gaggle to join up with us, and then we're gonna take this little nature jaunt up to this mine. I'm really excited to see this. Yeah, someone straight up cut this.
Yeah, it did, but it's been a while though.
Yeah, it started to rust.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is pretty rough.
Could have been treacherous.
Yeah, you can still see the big wall of the rocks they walled up there. I mean, this the Castle Dome mining district was developed in like 1870. So this road is shit 150 years old. I think this mine was developed in the 1870s as well.
Really? Makes it shoot fucking ridiculously flat.
Yeah.
You have to talk to Bill about that one.
Yeah. It's cool no one's taking this stuff. It's kind of also a bit surprising.
Kind of cool though.
That's interesting.
Mailbox back here.
Dude, check out these retro lounge seats. The old beds.
1125. Air conditioning's nice in here.
Yo, is there a book to sign?
Yeah.
Ooh, this floor is not great.
Watch the language.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Not very sure.
Glass is not broken out.
It's surprising it's not that vandalized.
Yeah.
Except someone did shoot this. I was gonna say this is actually pretty good shape, but then I saw the whole
Not surprised.
the exit.
So this, I think they stopped operation here in the 30s. So a lot of this stuff probably came up here in the 30s.
Cave in.
Yeah, that plank's a little sketchy.
I just stepped in it.
Takes you into the basement.
Oh, nice little rest after that half-mile hike. Huh, these are interesting. I don't know if that's dug out on the inside. It's all filled in by pack rat's nest. This was probably maybe food storage, water storage there. Maybe same thing over here. Big water tank up top, another one here. There's piping that runs all the way down to some tailings down over that way. I assume that's probably where they were crushing rock and sluicing it out. It's like an old sink right there. Maybe a little wash station, some mesh. They could have been sluicing in that. Don't drink that, dog. Oh, and there's a pipe up top. Runs to a spigot. Yeah, there's probably a little wash station. Mila, no. A lot of roads that go up this way. Kind of think the, oh, there's a sign right there. It says mine is closed. Presumably, they are down over here. Another structure over there. These canyons are just so incredibly expansive. They just go on and on and on of this big granite slate-sided mountains, all red. This is so pretty. I have a lot of kind of family connections to this area. On my uncle's side of the family, they've been in Yuma for probably 100 years, and they also have thousands of acres in rural Arizona and Mohawk Valley of farming land, exporting alfalfa, produce, all sorts of stuff. And it's just pretty, it's incredible to me to think that someone was up here 150 years ago pulling ore out of the ground in a canyon like this, packing it down on horseback or, you know, on mules, and having it refined in roll, which is, shit, that's probably close to 30, 40 miles from this point we're at now. So pretty incredible to think of. So this says, after the gold was refined in a roll, it was sent to El Paso. And the mining boom out here didn't last too long, but I think this place kind of shut down in the 30s or 40s. But I was figuring, it said they pulled out about 2,300 tons worth of gold ore out of here. And for every ton, they were pulling out about an ounce worth of gold, pure gold, which I equivalated to today's value. Would have been around $4.5 million, so it's pretty incredible. That's some big money. So I'm walking back down off the Big Eye mine. The actual mine was on the other side of the knob. All the others wanted to go check it out. I kind of got to poop, and JP and his buddy are coming in soon. They should be here any minute. If they're not already down here, I can see the trucks from up here. So I'm gonna go rendezvous with them. It's about 1 o'clock, a little bit behind schedule. This whole trail is roughly 190 miles worth of dirt, and I figure we need to cover about 50 miles a day. We've already done roughly 15, so we've got a little more stretch to go. Running a bit behind, you could say, but I'd rather get camp set up early than keep pushing distance and try to make this route all the way through, so it is what it is. So this road is almost, I would assume, nearly 150 years old. In 1863, a man named William Miller from Texas came out here and was the first to file claims in this whole canyon, the Slumgullion Canyon. And by 1870, the Castledome Mining District was in full operation. And I think Castledome pretty much encompasses the entire Kofa wilderness area. And Castledome, you could probably see it on the drone. It's that big knobby rock we were kind of camped out next to yesterday. But mining lasted up here for a good close to 50 years. And by the 1970s, a Boy Scout group lobbied to have this entire mountain range, the two mountain ranges, because we're in the southern portion right now. They lobbied to Congress to pass an act to designate this as a wildlife refuge, because the largest herd of Sonoran bighorn sheep are up here, and they sought to protect them. So, pretty little neat piece of history right there. But to think of how much more gold, I mean, if just this mine itself produced $4.5 million worth of gold in our day's currency, just imagine what it still would be doing, but we probably wouldn't be left with these beautiful, beautiful mountainscapes. So got to be thankful for some preservation. All right, we are headed down out of the Big Eye mine. Everyone came back about 30 minutes after I got down. The rest of our convoy is still nowhere to be found. So I'm hoping we can intercept them before they get too far back in here. But we got about 2.5 hours before dark, so we got some serious ground to cover in order to stay on track with this course. So we're gonna boogie out of here, get back to Castle Dome Mine Road, and then try to find camp.
Easy terrain still?
I just found a trail recon out here. We were on our way out. I thought it was the rest of our convoy, but he's headed up to the Big Eye Mine too. So yeah, it's about 30 minutes.
Okay,
so
cool.
You'll have fun up there. It's a good half-mile hike or so.
Right on.
So
Yeah, looking forward to it.
take it easy, man.
Yeah,
Cody,
you too.
nice to meet you. Have a good one. Hey, what's happening? Dude, we're gonna have it's a party out here. Nice to finally meet you, dude. Cody, Jeff, nice to meet you.
How was that mine?
It was pretty cool. I mean, you didn't miss out on anything crazy,
By the time we
but
got to like where it started dipping down, and we're like, nah, we'll wait till they come back. There's like
Yeah.
one way in, one way out.
There's-
Bailey,
yeah.
Bailey, nice to meet you. It's Jeff. Bailey, nice to meet you.
After our rendezvous with Josh and Jeff, we began our climb into McPherson Pass. The road was initially used to move ore from the King of Arizona mine down south, but later was used as a landmine training ground by the Army Corps of Engineers. Unexploded ordnance can still be found throughout the canyon, so be advised.
Would actually make sense. That's in a tent. That's what I'm working on.
When they try it in a tent,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, it dropped
Oh,
from
wow.
86 to 78. I'm like, fuck, I'm not gonna spend $500 and take up that much room on my little tent.
dude, you have a
8-degree drop.
skylight.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So if I wanted to, I can bust out and then stand on top. It'll hold about 250 pounds while it's
That's
open.
insane.
Yeah.
This is
So if I wanted to, I could stand up there.
my setup is like straight overlanding for the pours. This is like the whole opposite of it. So is that thing.
It's called my life savings put into a vehicle.
Yeah.
Right?
That is so nice, dude.
But it's still. Get away from the mud.
That one's better than what I got. Taking over Hayden's job.
They're already ready to go. So we procure on a flatbed and send it out.
So, our game plan for today is to cover as much land as absolutely possible. We're supposed to be crossing over into that mountain range after we drop down into this basin. There's 2 roads that fork, but the one behind us was already closed. There's one up ahead that runs parallel with the next range, and that should cut us over into King Road and Pipeline. Nearly impossible to tell, but there's a natural arch right there. There was one over there I saw too. They're all over this area. And Tara's Mine Cabin. This is a really eerie cabin. I'd guess it was 30s or 40s. Says notice, North Star Placer, relocated December 23rd, 1964. I don't even know what that means over there on that sign. Alright, I'm gonna go check out the mines as I run over glass. They're just all over that way. This is the North Star Mining Company. And then the King of Arizona is down yonder. So there's a shaft up there. These old cart tracks run down this way. There's another shaft over here. But I love seeing the old step ladders still in good condition. Tracks and everything, super cool. I didn't bring any light, so I don't think we're going in, but there's one. This dog absolutely hates mines. Every time I venture in them, she just sits at the entrance and waits for me to return. So we're not doing it today, girl.
Dude, like drops to a, oh no, it doesn't really drop to a shelf. Long ways.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, come here. Get out of there. Holy shit, dude.
Alright, and even right here it just keeps going down.
That goes deep.
Straight down?
Straight down. With a mine this large, I mean, you got to think about it. They got 2,000, was it 2,000 or 5,000 people out here in a rush, obviously. There must have been some pretty promising ore coming out of this mountain, but if it, you know, people were out of here within 5 years of its initial production, it must have dried up pretty quick. Here is the big shaft I saw at the bottom. And this sucker is huge. Oh, it's locked. Oh, it's not locked. It's just gated. Whoa. Endless abyss. Another offshoot there? No. Wow. The old water barrels. This probably is presumably stored the water to run down in the pipes, sluice out the ore maybe, I don't know. But pretty wacky canyon. Well, we made it back down to the bottom. I think the game plan today is just to kind of head around this mountain here, southeast portion of the northern range. There's a couple more cabins up that way. We might stop over here at this King of Arizona mine, but I wouldn't be against getting camp set up rather early today, and maybe we can just get some time to kick back and chill. We got in kind of late last night, so we'll see. We were racing the sun to find a camp spot. With the previous night's camp being full of cholla and having 3 dogs in the convoy, the two don't mix very well. So, I made the decision to push out of the refuge and into BLM land on the Havatier Homestead Trail 5 miles east of where we would find a nice wash and set up for the evening. Alright, I think this is the spot. It'll work. Not the most aesthetic, but just need to get camp made.
And I thought about the pressurized setup, you know. Oh, yeah. With a little air, and then you basically have.
I think I'm gonna put a roof box on it, and then at that point, I could actually have a platform in back and sleep and sit up top.
Like it's all the same shit. Like I guarantee.
Actually take care of them though. I mean, I'm assuming you probably spray some like dry lubricant on it or whatever.
Every now and then I'll put dry lube on it,
Yeah.
but like
I mean,
my
that's all you
total
have to do, but dude, I feel like
that?
so many people don't even do
Did
that.
they
Like,
ever get squeaky on you?
no,
Right on.
my total chaos were horrible.
that was like the best. Like, my dad was even telling.
Release it here,
Yep.
and then it starts to come down.
And you release it over there, and the struts are on the inside, not on the outside.
Struts are on the inside behind here,
Yep.
and it you just.
Oh, bro.
So I was getting sick. I didn't know why. I was moving different units in the building and still getting sick.
That's
But
crazy.
You take just like pills?
Poison can like last a long time.
it can take, yeah.
What do we got? What's it called? Hoodoo Cabin. I wonder if that's Hoodoo Wash. I thought Hoodoo Wash was more north.
My map said this Hoodoo Wash, yeah.
This is Hoodoo Wash? Okay. Hoodoo Hilton. You can just call and rent a cabin out here. Oh, it's open. Wow, this is in really good shape. It smells fantastic in here, doesn't it? Old burner. Wow, that's probably from one of the Kofa mines, Kofa NWR. This is incredibly well preserved. Even a shower. I wonder if it's plumbed. No, it's not plumbed. Pretty neat. There's a shower in there. No plumbing though. Well, Hoodoo Cabin is one of 3 cabins we are going to see today. We are pushing on, continuing west now, way up into the canyon, probably the most desolate part of this entire range, up to the Wilbake's cabin. And then as we push out of Hoodoo Wash, we're going to be heading north towards Quartzsite, and I believe it's the Kofa cabin up north. So we got a couple more on the agenda. Old Jack and Martha. That's insane. Old model, is that Model A? Model T?
One of those, old as fuck. Early.
Super old.
Shows their cattle trucks and whatnot.
Man, that's neat. Yeah, so these are. I figured these were like cattle homesteads.
Mm-hmm.
Probably supplied beef to all the mines.
Hoodoo Wash was a great stretch of road, but I had no idea how aesthetic this northern section of Kofa would become. We began the ascent up towards Bighorn Pass and out of the lowland basin. This was the worst part of the trail by far, but easily the most scenic. At the top of Bighorn Pass, we would be sitting at 3,200 feet in elevation, the highest point we would reach on this adventure. I wouldn't say this section was challenging, but high clearance is certainly necessary. And if you care about tearing up your paint, don't even think about trying this. We helped our Cali friends earn their first bit of Arizona pinstriping, which will not be their last.
I always say it's not a good trip until Bailey or Brian gets stuck, so here he is.
Yeah, I think it's stuck.
Alright, our last stop on the itinerary is this big old rock cabin, Kofa Cabin.
Can I issue a sign White Dog?
Oh, do it, yeah.
What is it, 12:30?
Oh, it still works. Yeah, lights work. Is it solar?
Oh wow, they're stocked over here. A little dark in here. Wonder if the other side is like storage and tools and whatnot. So we got 1930s built. Pretty cool.
Oh my goodness.
Do I actually have
Well, that's gonna do it for this one. We're headed out to Pipeline Road right now, which is a smooth cruise out to Quartzsite. We're gonna fuel up there and head home. I will say this Kofa area is absolutely underappreciated. It is so incredibly beautiful out here, and you know, this time of year is just prime weather to come check it out. Would not advise coming out here anytime between May, even up to December. It would just be brutally hot. These areas get up to 115, 120 in the summertime, but that whole canyon pass we went through this afternoon, that was just absolutely beautiful. It's called Bighorn Pass. And if you're gonna come out here, I would suggest doing the whole route I did. There's just almost a new view around every corner. These rocks are so rugged, they're so beautiful. And as always, if you come out here, just follow the leave no trace principle, because Arizona Game and Fish does an incredible job keeping this place clean. It's not destroyed, there's not trash. I didn't see a speck of trash anywhere, which is always just so nice to see. It's so refreshing. And speaking of cleaning up, if you don't follow me on social media, you probably don't know about it, but in February 11th, I am hosting a Reddington Pass cleanup in Tucson. If any local Tucsonans are interested in this, please comment down below. Love to get more people involved. Our public lands are just getting absolutely demolished by people who have no respect for it, and soon enough, all that's going to be closed down. So until next time, guys, as always, I appreciate you. Thank you for your support. Please give this video a little like and a subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.